Let's surprise my neighbors with paw print cookies. They're obsessed with dogs, so I figured this would be perfect. I made my signature sugar cookie dough and had my dog Lulu step right on them for that realistic paw print effect. Baked them in the oven and they turned out so good and authentic, perfect for any dog lover.
You can't eat at everybody's house. Whoa, you can't eat at everybody's house. You can't eat. You can't eat. You can't eat at everybody's house.
No, I don't wash my legs in the shower. No, I don't wash my feet in the shower. Feet are self-cleaning. Yes, I do. Gotta get in the toes.
Yes, 3 times a day, every time I shower.
No, I don't wash my feet in the shower, but if I notice my feet are dirty before bed, that's when I'll wash them.
Not really. I guess I just take some paper towels and just dab them.
I do scrub them once in a while when I'm feeling gross. And also they get scrubbed when I get my toenails done.
Yes, you gotta get in the crevices and get all the toe jam out. Sometimes they let me know what they need and I give it to them.
This is exactly what we mean when we say hygiene is cultural. Because what?
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In case you're new here, my name is Maren.
And I'm Maureen.
Right, so in today's episode, you're going to be reacting to shocking hygiene practices that white people have in America. And to say the least, I'm also shocked that in today's episode, a few Asians made the cut, yeah? But
Right.
it's Asian Americans, I have to be specific.
Right, because from what I know, Asian people are usually very clean people, especially Asians from the continent of Asia. Guys, let's watch what we prepared for you today and then we come back and talk about it. You can also let us know what you think about this episode down on the comment section. Let's watch and then we come back and talk.
I'm white, and I had no idea that people in Asia, most of the people I think that we are smelly. Like, we smell bad. And now that I live here since so many years, I actually realized, yeah man, we actually kind of do. Everything kind of made sense for me. Like, I came to Japan and I thought, why are there no deodorants? The people don't sweat here? They don't. Well, they do, but they don't smell as bad as we do. Everything kind of made sense for me. It's like, oh, that's why we have so many deodorants. That's why our shampoo smells so strong. That's why we have many different kind of deodorants, etc. Genetically, we have things that make us smell bad. So if you come to Japan and you don't find any deodorant, that's the reason why people don't really smell here that bad. So it's just awesome.
Did your parents make you shower every day when you were kids? This is something that I thought was because I was white. My mom did not give us a bath or shower every single day. Even as I got older, she would just say, oh, you're at the age you should shower every day. But I was never made to shower. I thought that it was because I was white. My best friend growing up was black and she had to shower every day. And I've seen so many videos online about white people don't use washcloths and stuff like that. So I thought it was just a white thing. And now I talk to my friends who were white and they were like, no, we had to shower every day. So I'm like, was it just my family? I felt a lot of shame around that. As I grew up and I decided to take hygiene more seriously, I'm realizing now that I was just a kid and I wasn't developed enough mentally to be making those decisions for myself.
I don't wash my hands.
Oh, I was gonna say that too.
I don't care. I'm done. I'm done hiding it.
Oh, why do girls have to wash it? We don't touch nothing.
We don't even touch nothing.
I get when you take a shit, wash. If I'm in a public restroom and there's people in the stalls, I will even after I pee go to the sink, wash the water, pretend run the water, pretend I'm washing my hands.
I need white women to stop getting on this app to go on anti-bathing tirades, please. There are stereotypes that develop because of hateful misinformation. And there are stereotypes that develop because a group of people keeps coming online to say, I don't wash my hair or body. And it's always delivered super smugly where it's washing your hair and skin strips it of its natural oils. And it's well, congrats, you sure smell oily. Wet clay where you're I'm not even smelling BO, I'm just smelling body. Every couple months I get on this app and there's a white woman I stink, and my kids stink, and my husband stinks. And actually, That's why we fell in love. Because we were at a bar, and I had stink lines above me, and he had stink lines above him, and when our eyes met, our stink lines became hearts, and that's how I knew he was meant to be my husband. I need everyone to know I smell nice. I'll shower twice a day. During the summer, I'll do like a getting ready shower, and then at the end of the day, I'll do like a rinse off. And I brush my teeth before filming, because I swear you can tell when somebody's breath is stinky. You can feel the stinky aura. Circle back on the smugness too, because I feel like there's this defensive energy, and sometimes we learn new things in life, and that's just so beautiful. Like, you learn a new beauty hack from a friend, or you learn key information, and you are a little embarrassed you didn't know. Like, when I found out how often you're supposed to get your tires rotated, that's insane. But when you learn new information, don't dig your stinky heels in. Just let yourself be transformed in this wild and precious life.
How often do you shower? I shower every other day. Like every other day.
So I would say maybe around 3-4 times a week.
Twice a day. I'm nice and clean, but unless I can't be asked, then maybe it might be one.
Every day, twice a day.
Morning or afternoon?
Both. In the morning and afternoon.
That's so much. I only do mornings.
So I was watching a nurse talk about how she had to wash a patient, and that patient's daughter came to her and said, "Hey, my mom, she kind of has a smell. Could you try to could you get her to unsmell?" And so long story short is the nurse goes to wash this patient, and she goes to grab for the soap, and the patient says, "Oh no, I don't use soap." And then the nurse was like, "What do you mean you don't use soap?" And then she was like, "I'm like 80 years old and I haven't used soap thus far. I'm not going to use soap now." So, that's why that's the odor. But like, that's not even the crazy part. I was in the comment section, and then this happened. So someone said, Krista said, "Washcloths are disgusting. Running dirt from one place to another and hold bacteria. I'm using soap everywhere, but lots of people do not like washcloths. Plus, they are harsh on sensitive skin." And I was just like, and this was again on a okay. And so then I said, you can wash washcloths, So, and you can also get really soft ones for people with sensitive skin. Also, it doesn't even have to be a washcloth is what I said. A loofah is also an option. Anything to scrub the layer of dirt and dead skin off your body. Rubbing soap on your body with your hands does not provide the friction needed to remove dirt and skin. And so then this person responds, "The same friction that you need would tear my sensitive skin up. Our skin is nowhere near as thick as yours." I don't know what that means. I also like to keep the little oils I have. All that abrasion is breaking the skin barrier and letting bacteria in. Okay, and if I need a scrub, oh boy, I can't see the bottom. Hold on. Okay, and it says, "If I need a scrub for skin cells, I'll add sugar to my soap. You can't tell others how to clean if they are different than you. I smell good AF and I have great skin. My skin is my best." That same friction that you need would tear her sensitive skins up. I'm just like, a soft washcloth would tear your sensitive. I'm like, how sensitive are we talking? I'm like, my sister has eczema, and I'm just like, that was really sensitive skin, and she still could use a soft washcloth. I don't have dirt that needs to scrape off me either. It's so like dirt that you can see, Krista. Yeah, you can't see the dirt, but there's microscopic layers of dirt on us from, things like just sweat, like the oils that. So you literally said you want to keep the oils you have, but I guess oil's not a dirt to her. So oil gets old. You think you're okay. All right, I scrub. Sugar. Adding sugar to your soap. I'm like, how much sugar are you adding to your soap? Like, it would just be much more efficient just to use a washcloth. And then she said, "And you're not washing cloths in between body parts. You can use that cloth over your body so it drags dirt from head to toe. I can wash my hands with soap in the shower in between some body parts, and that seems cleaner to me." I'm just like, you can wash your hands, but you can't wash you can't wash the washcloth in the water in between body parts. You can use multiple I have multiple washcloths, or actually, I have African net sponges actually, because I love the friction. And then she's like, "You want to keep the oils that you have." I'm just like, all right, white people don't lotion, right? And I know that's what it is, because I know that's who this is. I know all these people who don't like to scrub their bodies, who don't like to wash regularly, daily, preferably. I don't understand why all this hygiene is like, you know, I just don't know. Like, within the Black community, there's always been this understanding that the Moors who enslaved Europeans at one point, which were Black people, they taught them how to bathe. Like, that's a known fact. And I'm just like, and they still, till this day, 2026, dang. Okay, here's what I responded. I said, you can wash the washcloth in between body parts the exact same way you wash your hands in between body parts. ... ellipsis. You can also have multiple rags or washcloths for different areas. I personally recommend a different one for your face, body, and sensitive areas each. Also, the same way you use conditioner after shampoo to rehydrate the freshly cleaned hair, you should apply lotion after towel drying to replenish the oils in your skin. If you did these things, your skin would actually probably get less sensitive, TBH. This conversation is making me realize that it may not be Black don't crack. It may not be actually that Black don't crack, but in reality, white doesn't do skin right. Was that a good, well, Black doesn't crack, but, you know, is this funny? White doesn't do skin right. Is that funny? I think it's funny. Thank you. Okay, after some careful deliberation, I didn't like it, and so I changed it to instead of Black don't crack, it's actually white don't bathe right. I was like, that feels, white don't bathe right. I was like, that feels better. Thanks.
I was just informed that there are people who use washcloths in the shower. As a grown adult, are you serious? This can't be real. You're telling me that you were going to use a bacteria-infested cloth rather than just using your hands?
You can literally wash a washcloth after using it. You know, like how you wash your clothes? You put it in the washing machine and it cleans it so you can use it again. Also, you can have more than one washcloth. You see this right here? This is my washcloth, which I use when I'm taking a shower. When I'm done with it, I'm going to wash it so I can use it again. And if for some reason I couldn't use it, I would just get a different one. And yes, many grown adults like myself use a washcloth or a sponge or some item to cleanse their bodies that isn't their bare hands. And they're not expensive at all. You can get a pack of them at almost any store for less than $5. And if you care about basic hygiene, which you should, it's worth the money.
So this lady, she got tired of all this shit, and she was addressing because she goes,
can we please stop telling people that we don't shower? Because some of us do actually shower once a day, sometimes twice a day.
Could you not tell people that we don't shower? Because I shower at least, once or twice a day sometimes if the water feels good.
it's the gift that keeps on giving. You can say what you want about social media, but sometimes social media, if you use it the right way, you get the best shit. I made some videos about white people not washing with washcloths and stuff like that. You see this right here? This is a washcloth. This is how you wash yourself. This shit picks up all the dirt. And I have some white friends that don't wash every day, which is insane to me. I can understand if you're at, like I said, if you're at home and you're just like lounging around, you haven't left the house, you haven't showered, different. But there's motherfuckers that put their clothes on over the dirt from the day before and go into society with their dirty, funky and mingle with people. And they won't wash. I remember when I was in France and they was like, you wash every day? No, impossible, no frère. What? What do you mean you don't wash every day? Are you out of your fucking mind? I don't know who this lady is, but you look like you did not shower before you made that video. What she didn't add was, you didn't add the washcloth in there. So I don't know if I believe that. I want somebody to make a video going, hey, hi, I'm a white dude. I just want to let you know, washcloth, dude. You hit the asshole, you hit the pits, and I'm out of here.
I am so thankful that some of us white people are finally starting to realize our collective lack of basic hygiene knowledge. But with that being said, I do think we're gonna need a little bit more than just awareness to solve this problem. The reason I bring this up is because recently I saw the true extent to this problem. A white person so stinky, it shook me to my core, and I fear that this is not an outlier. Now, for context, the person in question is my friend, and we occasionally go to the gym gym together, but he doesn't want to pay for a gym membership, so I let him come to my apartment because there's a gym here. Normally, after we're done working out and we're all stinky and sweaty, we split ways, and I assume that he goes home and showers like I do. But this one day, my dear friend had a date to go on, and for some reason, he wanted to get a pump in before his date. So he asked me, oh, can I use your shower because I don't have much time before my date? Of course, I said sure. So we get done working out and we go back up to my apartment. And for some reason this day we were like especially rank. But because he had a date to get to, I let him shower first and I kind of just waited around. But I was not waiting for long. This man got out of the shower like comedically quickly. It was like maybe a minute, if not 30 seconds. So I kind of jokingly was like, oh, that was quick. My friend responds, well, I did the upside down triangle. I'm just like, the what? He goes on to tell me, you know, both pits and nunu, as if it was common knowledge. I was just racking my brain. I was like, what about your, and the wildest part in my opinion is he was really excited to go on this date. Like he really liked this girl. Yeah, this problem's big. We got a whole language around being unclean.
Hygiene is cultural. And this is a topic that I've been covering for like 2 or 3 years now.
I can't remember the last time I've washed my legs in the shower.
It is one of those things that the more I discover is the more shocked I am about cultural norms and differences between some groups of people and other groups of, with all of you other white people coming online day in and day out, week in and week out every month telling us how much you don't shower.
I am a white person with a message for other white people. Guys, we gotta start washing our butts. It's imperative. Washing our pits and crotch area and expecting the drip down to do the rest of the work isn't effective.
I need white women to stop getting on this app to go on anti-bathing tirades. Please. There are stereotypes that develop because of hateful misinformation. And there are stereotypes that develop because a group of people keeps coming online to say, I don't wash my hair or body. And
I want to know who the fuck told y'all white people to not use a wash rag, because I grew up in a very freaking poor white family and we've always used a wash rag to wash our nasty asses.
This is for white people. Are y'all not washing your legs and your feet in the shower?
This is like for white women. White women, you're doing way too less. And when I say you're doing way too less, I mean bathing.
Give me a minute.
And every time I make these videos, I'm just calling attention to the information that's being shared by you guys that would be shocking to the rest of us culturally, who showering every day, moisturizing every day, using a washcloth or wash rag, washing our bed sheets every week, washing our towels every day, changing a new towel. And
I blame our towels.
Are y'all not doing regular laundry?
Not as often as we should. I didn't wash my towels for years because the logic.
Wait a minute, no.
The logic is you take a shower, right? You clean. Your towel's clean. You wipe yourself off with your towel. It's clean on clean. It's still clean. At no point does it get dirty.
All the things that you guys say you don't do is shocking to us. I will never say that every single black person showers every day or has the same exact hygiene regimen, but I can confidently say that you will not find black people, Hispanic people, Asian people coming online talking about how they don't shower proudly.
I realized saying bi-weekly shower was confusing. I'm trying to take them twice a week now, but showers are really hard for me. They used to be every other week. Then I got up to once a week. Now I'm trying to do it 2 times a week.
I think that's the thing that really gets me and that gets the internet. It's not that you have different bathing practices than us, because every culture is different, right? It's how proud you come online and talk about it, and you talk about it with conviction as if your hygienic practices are correct.
Like, you should also wash your legs in the shower with soap.
I occasionally do. And every time I do, like the 3 times a year, I think about you.
Did you say 3 times a year?
Try really hard. I scrub my feet the other day.
Carly, am I crazy? I feel like you should be scrubbing your feet every time you shower. What's the point of being in the shower to not wash your body?
And that we're crazy for like showering every day or expecting you to have a certain level of hygiene that you don't have. And I also think to end this this round of this series is, until social media, we really didn't see inside of each other's homes or houses. We didn't know how each other did things. I had never been inside of a white person's house until after I went to college and I made friends. So I didn't know how white people showered or what they did. I just know that when it rained sometimes, white people had a specific smell that I was not used to.
I've never seen somebody go to the gym, come home and change clothes but not shower. Like, dude, what's your deal?
I took a shower last Monday. I already told you. I know when my pH balance like being thrown off. You're not a woman, so
Oh, so fish is your pH.
And now we're seeing the differences between each other's cultures. And I just think it's interesting. And the more I make these videos is the more I find new content that you guys are making about this very subject. What do you guys think?
So guys, welcome back. Let us know what you think about the videos you just played, yeah? You know, I'm amazed that, let's just talk about the Asian Americans who are in that interview first, right? I'm amazed that they don't have good hygiene practices, but at the same time, I'm not surprised because Asians tend to assimilate with white people too much to a point where they start acting white. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but still, even at that, when it comes things to cultural like showering, I don't believe that these are things that you should forget unless you were raised in a white family. I was wondering what if they were adopted in white families, the Asians that I've spoken today.
Either that or their parents did not teach them the Asian way of doing things. You understand what I'm saying? Because I fail to understand, like honestly, right now you cannot find an African who gets into the shower and fails to wash their feet between their toes and things like that, you know. But if you find an African who goes abroad and does what white people do, it's because they've mingled so much with white people, they're comfortable assimilating and taking on the white identity and culture. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But all in all, it's not to say that all Asians are like this, because personally, the Asians I've come across on TikTok are very clean people, and they take hygiene, and it's important to them the same way hygiene is important to black people, you know. Mm-hmm. But I'm wondering, for white people at this point, we already know it's cultural, and there's no use or there's no point denying it, because for them it's so normal for it, and it comes so normally to them to not wash their feet, for them to shower after 1 week, you know, and that is not natural.
Right. So at this point, I'm just wondering, because between 2023 and right now, white people have really been very, very open with their hygiene practices. But after talking this much and after being on the black side of TikTok, my question is, when is change gonna happen? Because you're not only affecting yourself by not showering, but you're also affecting those around you, because people who are around you are the ones who are forced to keep up with the smell that you are omitting.
Right. And also you're teaching your generations bad practices, but apparently to them it doesn't matter. But trust me, I was watching those TikTok I was watching which was talking about celebrities who don't shower, you know, and I was surprised how many made the cut, and all of them happened to be white. And I'm asking myself, don't they learn from the black celebrities what to do and what not to do? Because a lot of people normally say that Rihanna smells good. If you look at Rihanna, she is a black person, you know. Mm-hmm. So I'm just wondering, why can't they just read the room between their environment?
Right. So guys, let us know what you think about this episode down on the comment section. Also consider subscribing if you're new to our channel, and we'll see you on our next episode.